Lileep is the most underrated Pokemon in the Element Cup without a doubt. Today I'm going to be taking a look at why it's been overlooked, what makes it so good, and how it works on the team that I have built for it. And we're starting right now. What's going on, guys? ChillisFM here, and I don't know about you, but I have not seen a Lileep since the Element Cup began. So you might be thinking, that's probably because Lileep's not that good. But when you look on PvPoke.com, it's rated as the 8th best safe swap in the meta. Okay, so why is nobody using it? Well, let's head over to PvPoke to get a full understanding. Looking at the Element Cup rankings over on PvPoke.com, we can find that Lileep is currently ranked number 50 best overall. That's not that great, but when we look at safe swaps, it moves up to number 8. So, why is nobody using it? Well, it's because the recommended moveset is Bullet Seed as a fast move and then Grass Knot and Ancient Power as the charge move. Now, Grass Knot and Ancient Power is no problem, but Bullet Seed is an unobtainable fast move. Unless you already have a Lileep with Bullet Seed, you're not going to be able to get a Lileep with Bullet Seed. But I wanted to dig a little bit deeper because I thought it was an interesting Pokemon, and I saw that Lileep also has access to Infestation. Now, Infestation is also a good fast move. It's going to help you get to charge moves very quickly, not quite as quickly as Bullet Seed, but still very quickly, and it's going to do super effective damage against a lot of the meta, such as the grass types and the psychic types. Alright, so let's see how this performs with Infestation. So we can look at Lileep versus the Element Cup. Now this is going to be with Bullet Seed first, and with Bullet Seed, it currently has 79 wins, which is a 69.3% win rate. Nice, right? If we change from Bullet Seed over to Infestation, however, that win percentage goes up to 78.9% against all available Pokemon for the Element Cup. That's even better than with Bullet Seed. Now, if we only account for the meta, it does go down, but still, Infestation is definitely viable. I wanted to give it a shot. Guys, let's take a look at the team now. Real quick, before we get into the team and the battles, if you enjoyed this new kind of intro, please let me know by hitting that like button. And if you didn't enjoy it, let me know in the comments below. I do value your feedback. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. I am currently almost at 900 subscribers. That goal of hitting 1,000 is getting very close, so I appreciate the sub. All right, so I was running Seal with Lick, Icy Wind, and Aqua Tail as my lead. I had, of course, Lileep as my safe swap running Infestation, Ancient Power, and Grass Knot, and I have Shadow Vulpix as my closer, and Shadow Vulpix is a great closer, and I'm running Quick Attack, Body Slam, and Fire Weather Ball on it. So looking at this first matchup, I have Seal up against a Shadow Execute. Now this is actually a pretty good lead for my Seal, despite that it's a Grass type on my Water type, because I'm doing super effective damage with the Licks, and also if I can land an Icy Wind, that would do super effective damage. Now, I definitely could have just gone straight Aqua Tail in this matchup. That would have been even better. But regardless, I got both shields off of this Execute, and now I'm going to go ahead and take shield advantage. So I can come in with either of my back two Mons and just farm down here, but they swap out immediately into a Slowpoke. So I'm going to bring in my Lileep, and I'm going to be able to reach this Grass Knot very quickly. Now they do throw first, so I'm going to respect the Psyshock. Lileep could tank it, but I'd rather have two healthy Mons for their back Mon. So I'm going for the Grass Knot here. I'm almost at 2 Grass Knots, and of course that takes out the Slowpoke. What do they have in the back? Let's see it. Come on, bring it on out. It is a Chinchou. We're going for another Grass Knot. Let's see how much this does to this Chinchou. It one-shots Chinchou. Get out of here. Lileep sweeps the team in this first battle. Looking very strong. Let's go. All right, moving into the next one. Still is up against a Ducklet lead. Now, this isn't the best lead, but we can play it out. How I always play this is I go for the Icy Wind as soon as I get it. That will debuff the Ducklet. And then if they throw the Brave Bird, it won't do as much. Now, it's still going to hurt. It's still going to hurt a lot. But I would rather no shield, because if I no shield, they're probably going to swap out after the Brave Bird. And if it was a bait, then that's even better for me. So they do throw the Brave Bird, it hurts, but then they swap out into Cottony. So I can come in with my Vulpix, I can build up extra energy and throw this Fireball, Weather Ball before they are able to throw me. Now they eat it, which means that I'm not going to have to use a shield whatsoever. And I imagine they're going to bring Ducklet back in, but let's see. They are stalling the clock. Yeah, Ducklet's back. I can go for the body slam. This will take out Ducklet if they no shield, or at least it will put them very low. So they do throw up a shield, and they should be able to get to a bubble beam before me, but it looks like they were over farming, and I'm able to make it to another body slam. So this gets the second shield off this Ducklet. So now I have a 2 shield advantage, and I can bring in Seal here to soak up some energy. Now, if this is a bubble beam, Seal will survive because Seal is very bulky. It is the aerial ace, so it takes out Seal, but now I can come in with Lileep, and in the back they have Fungus. So I can go straight for the ancient power. This will do some nice neutral damage, not a ton, but at least some, and I get the boost. Let's go. All right, so we're going to be able to do a lot of damage with these infestations. They're hitting for neutral. I can shield up whatever they throw here. It is a body slam bait, but yeah, my opponent realized it's over because I was almost at the next ancient power. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Moving into the next battle, I have Seal up against Seal. So if they are not running Lick, I win this, but they are running Lick, so that's just fine. I'm going to go straight for the Icy Wind, and then I'm going to start spamming out Aqua Tails. That is how you win this matchup. So here comes the first Icy Wind. Now I did win CMP, which is pretty big. That means my Icy Wind will do more than his Icy Wind will. But of course, he's still going to throw Icy Wind. And now, like I said, I'm going to go straight for Aqua Tails. That way I can get to 2 Aqua Tails before he can get to 2 Icy Winds. So let's see, he's going to no shield this. Yeah, it does like barely anything, but the licks are definitely adding up. So I can eat whatever they throw here. It doesn't matter what it is. Now I make a mistake right here though. I thought that I could farm down since I was healthier than him, but since I was double debuffed, he's able to farm me down. So that's not great. I should have at least got a shield from him, if not switch advantage, but at least I get a little bit of energy on Lileep. I'll take it. So they're going to come in with Execute, which is very strange because I'm doing double super effective damage with the infestations, and I decided to go ahead and swap out into Vulpix. I'm deciding that they must be very weak in the back to my Lileep, so I go ahead and bring in Vulpix and I eat an Ancient Power. I forgot that Execute had Ancient Power, so that's mistake number 2 that I have made this game, and they're going to be able to farm me down now. So I'm going to go ahead and commit to the farm down on them, but they are going to be able to throw at me, so I have to shield this, and it is the Ancient Power. And in the back, they have Cottony. So if I would have kept my Vulpix healthy, I would have been in a great spot here, but I did not. So now I'm going for the boost with these Ancient Powers. Grass Knot, even though it's resisted, is actually more energy efficient, but I was needing a boost. Did not get the boost, so they're going to be able to charm me down. I just made too many mistakes in that one, but nothing that I can't learn from. So GG's, well played to my opponent. All right, moving into the next one, we have Seal up against Cottony. Cottony's actually not a bad lead for Seal, despite the fact that it is a grass type on my water type. So I'm going to go ahead and bait with the Aqua Tail. Every Cottony that I have been up against always shields the first one. Yeah, so we get the shield. That is perfect. Now I can effectively win the 1 shield by going for the Icy Wind next. So they go for the Seed Bomb. No big deal. I can shield that up. But here comes the Icy Wind. Now this will not take out this Cottony. They will survive with a little bit of health, but that's fine. That just means that I get a little bit of extra licks in, and I'm just less farm for whatever they bring in next. So they come in with Slowpoke, and I can answer with my Lileep. So they're going to be able to, of course, throw before I'm able to, just barely, but now I can over farm if they want to stay in. So I'm going to shoot up the Psyshock here, and they come in with a Budew. How do you say that? I don't know. But I'm going to be able to swap out into my Vulpix. I was a little bit slow because I was a little bit confused by what it was, but still I'm going to be able to get off 1 Weather Ball and almost make it to the next one before they throw. Unfortunately, they're going to be able to throw and take out my Vulpix here, but I have energy ready to go on Lileep, so I can throw this Ancient Power, and this Budew seems pretty glassy, so this will put them very, very low. Yeah, 1 more infestation will take them out, and I got the boost. So we're going to be able to throw this Grass Knot into this Slowpoke. I had no reason to get this boost, but we'll take it, you know? Let's one-shot this Slowpoke. Get out of here. Alright, so GG's, well played to my opponent. Looking into the next one, I have Seal up against another Ducklet. Ducklet is everywhere. You're going to see a lot of them in the lead, and every single time I'm going to play this the same way. I'm going to go for the Icy Wind, debuff them, and then if they want to throw Brave Bird, that is fine because they're going to be swapping out after that. So none of them ever shield the Icy Wind. There's no reason to bait there. Just go ahead and throw the Icy Wind now. Here comes the Brave Bird, right? Nope, it's a Bubble Beam, so that feels so bad for them. That is so good for me though. I'm gonna go for the Aqua Tail here. This will get a shield or take them out, and they decide to throw up a shield. So this is definitely going to be a Brave Bird, but I'm gonna go ahead and eat it. and it's another Bubble Beam. I don't know why they would bait again. That's dumb on their side, in my opinion, but maybe they had a different strategy in mind. Anyways, they bring in Chinchou, and normally I would want to swap out since my Seal is so healthy, but I definitely want to have my Lileep aligned on this thing, so I'm going to go ahead and let them farm me down. Now, I should have gone to Aqua Tails instead of going Icy Wind, but I thought that if I threw Icy Wind, I was going to be able to make it to the Aqua Tails still. Unfortunately, I'm not able to, but that's fine. I get the alignment I want, and in the back, they have Cottony, so this is perfect for me. Vulpix is resisting the charms while doing super effective damage with the weather balls, and they actually want to shield, so they're going to play it out. That's fine by me. I can shield up their Seed Bomb here, and I can overfarm by quite a bit before I throw my next weather ball. So I'm going to be at almost 2 attacks, and I can go for the weather ball. This will take out the Cottony. So all they'll have left, of course, is Chinchou, and I'm going to be able to land this Body Slam. Now, I don't know if this Body Slam is going to be enough to take them out, but it will do some nice chip, and never mind. It's just going to take them out. So GG's. Well played to my opponent. Let's go. So moving into the next one, Seal is up against Cottony. Now, I believe in this one I misplayed. I did not go for the bait the first time. So, I mean, you'll see. Like I said, every Cottony ever is going to shield whatever Seal throws. They know it has access to Icy Wind. Yeah, so they shielded. That's unfortunate, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it to another Icy Wind, so I'm just going to go ahead and let my Seal go. And yeah, I mean, Seed Bomb doesn't quite take me out, but I'm not sure what happened. I just go down. Anyways, they swap out into Execute when I bring my Vulpix. That tells me one thing. They're just trying to get me to swap because they have a harder Vulpix answer in the back. So I go straight for the Weather Ball. They eat it. They go down. And their Switch Clock is not anywhere close to being up. So they bring in Shadow Slowbro. I can come in with my Lileep now, and I can go for the Grass Knot. Now, of course, they always get to their attack before me. I'm going to shield it up. No big deal. But I'll just well, I don't overfarm. I don't know why I didn't overfarm this time. I guess I just expected them to no shield. Yeah, that's a questionable play on my part, and I definitely should go Grass Knot again here, but I went Ancient Power because I really wanted to get a useful boost. If I would have got a boost here, then these infestations would be doing a lot of damage, but I'm not able to. That's fine. I'm going to be able to quick attack down just barely and take the game. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Moving to the next one, up against a Slowpoke lead. Of course, I'm doing super effective damage with the Licks, so this is a pretty good lead for me. I can go for the Icy Wind to debuff them, but they do throw just before me, and I'm going to go ahead and shield up this Psyshock. It will hurt more than any other Psyshock they throw, since I'm going to be debuffing them. So we'll see. Of course, they're going to eat this. It is resisted, and then they swap out into Cottony. Cottony is everywhere right now. I don't understand it. I don't think Cottony is that good, to be honest, but I guess against some teams it probably is. So I'm going to be able to go for the Weather Ball here, and they want to shield, which is very interesting by me. I'm going to... Yeah, okay, I was going to say, I should definitely match shields here. I matched shields, and it was a Grass Knot they threw at me, so that definitely would have taken me out. I can build up to 2 Weather Balls and throw 1. Now, I am very, very low, so whatever they bring in won't get much farm, but they actually decide to give up their next shield, which is even better for me, because now I got their shield off, and I'm going to be able to take out this Cottony. Plus, that Slowpoke gets no farm, so that is amazing for me. Now I decided to come back in with my Seal. I'm going straight for the Aqua Tail. This will do some resisted damage, but it is enough to take them out. And in the back they have Execute. Now I'm going to build up and bank an Aqua Tail just in case I need it, but I mean, these infestations just tear apart this Execute. They're going to be able to land a Seed Bomb on me, and yeah, I get to my Ancient Power before they're able to do too much to me. So that's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. Plus, I still had the Aqua Tail in the back, banked in the back, so I was definitely good in that one. Moving into the next one, Seal is up against Vulpix, obviously a good lead for me. Shadow Vulpix with Quick Attack actually beats Seal, but this is a regular Vulpix and it's running Ember, so that's even better for me. So they're going to be throwing the Body Slam. It hurts. I mean, it's not too bad though, right? I can go for the Aqua Tail here, and we'll see if they want to shield this or not. It's strange that they're staying in. That tells me they are definitely double weak to Seal, and they decide to come in with their own Seal, which is fine by me. They're running Lick, so I can come in and go straight for the Grass Knot. Now, they do get to the Icy Wind before I get there, so I have to respect it. I'm going to throw up a shield. It would not one-shot me, but it does a lot of damage. I did no shield 1 at a different point. So I'm able to overfarm quite a bit, and I'm going for the Grass Knot. Let's see if they want to shield it. They do not, and I'm going to, not quite able to farm down. Alright, so I'm not sure if this is Icy Wind. It was just an Aqua Tail. I definitely could have tanked it. I did not need to use that shield, but it's fine. I have a lot of energy on my Lileep that I can thread in whatever comes in next. They come back in with Vulpix. I'm going for the Ancient Power. Let's see if they know about it. Nah, they didn't know about it. Vulpix gets one shot, and they have Ducklet in the back, so this Ancient Power will be doing super effective damage. It does hurt Ducklet, not too bad, but they go ahead and throw a shield, which is even better for me because I can come in with my Vulpix now, and I can quickly get to this Body Slam. This will do a lot of damage to them. It will not one-shot. I need to get to another Body Slam, but they're going to have to really play the energy game to be able to take out all three of my mons. So they throw a Bubble Beam. No big deal. If I can get to this Body Slam, I'll still take them out. But they do throw the Bubble Beam right before I get there. So they're playing this perfectly so far. But I still have two pretty healthy mons left. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Seal after running down the Switch Clock, and I'm able to get to the Aqua Tail. Now, Aqua Tail will not take out Ducklet from this range, but it will put them very low, and they realize that there's just no hope. So they stop tapping, and that's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. Let's go. Alright, moving into the next one, Seal is up against a Chinchou lead. Now, Chinchou is a very tough lead for this team. My only real answer for it is Lileep, which I'm going to swap into immediately. However, if Vulpix has an energy lead, it does very well against Chinchou as well. They're staying in, so I'm going to overform by a bit and go for the Grass Knot. Now, unfortunately, I do CMP tie here, so that means I'm going to have to eat this next Bubble Beam, and I'm going to be double debuffed before I throw this. So we'll see if they want to eat it. They do eat it, but they survive just barely, and then they swap out into their own Shadow Vulpix. So I'm going to go for the Ancient Power. You can see that Lileep really is able to do a lot of damage against this team, but unfortunately, since I was double debuffed, it did less than it should have. Still, I'm going to bring back in my Seal, and I'm going to have to eat one Body Slam. They are going to be able to get to two before I get to the Aqua Tail, which is a bit unfortunate because now I'm going to have to give up a shield. Now I'm going to be able to overfarm by just a little bit, but I really did not want to risk having to give up my last shield, so I'm going to throw instead of trying to lick down. So this will take out Vulpix, and we'll see what they want to come in with next. They come in with Ducklet. So I am going to be able to reach this Icy Wind. I mean, I didn't want to throw Aqua Tail because it's resisted, but of course they're going to be able to clear their debuff. Yeah, so I'm going to overfarm, and we swap at the same time, so I'm able to farm them down with my Vulpix, which is good for me. At least I get some energy on Vulpix, but they are at the Bubble Beam, so I'm going to have to no shield here. They're going to get to more than one Bubble Beam, and if I shielded, they could go straight for the Brave Bird. So I did not want to do that. I'm able to throw the Body Slam, get their second shield off here, and then I'm going to reach the next Body Slam right before they throw. So that is great for me that they held on to their energy because that does some nice chip damage, and it was a CMP tie. So at this point, I can let Vulpix go, and hopefully I can clean up with Seal. And I was not close to a move, but they thought that I was, so they back out, and that's going to be a GG. So we'll take that win every day of the week. Let's go. All right, into the next one, up against another Chinchou lead. Like I said, very tough, but I'm going to swap out into Lileep. And again, it seems like they're staying in. They're going to hit me with the Bubble Beam. Of course, I'm not going to shield a Bubble Beam. Why would I? But then they swap out. And they swap out into Execute, which of course is taking double super effective damage from the infestation. So I might be able to flip switch here. However, I do not want to go down shields because I still have to deal with that Chinchou, and if I go down shields, that's even worse for me. Now I get the boost, so if I shielded here, it would be easy farm down, but I'm not going to shield. Like I said, I need shields for Chinchou. So I'm going to come in with Vulpix at this point. I'm trying to quick attack down, but they get to another move, and I know this could be the Ancient Power. I have to respect it, and so I end up giving up a shield anyways, and that feels bad. But I have a lot of energy on my Vulpix, so they come in. Not sure what they came in with. I'm going for the Body Slam here. It was their own Shadow Vulpix, so I try to overfarm, and I'm hoping to catch their Body Slam, but I was definitely off on my counts here, so now I have to show their Body Slam. This is not great. I'm not going to quite be able to farm them down, but I can snipe them with my Seal. So Seal comes in, and I should have just thrown the Aqua Tail. Aqua Tail would have guaranteed me some damage, even though it would have been resisted. Instead, I get hit by the Thunderbolt, and so now they have a shield. The first Body Slam is going to get shielded. The second one is going to land, and look how much this does. This is going to put them low enough that that Aqua Tail would have killed. So yeah, that was my misplay right there. Just throw the guaranteed damage versus trying to get the debuff. The debuff was not going to help me in that game. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Definitely something I can learn from. All right, so final thoughts on Lileep. I stand by what I said at the beginning. I think this is the most overlooked pick in the Element Cup. It is a very strong pick, especially if you're using it as the safe swap. It breaks apart a lot of teams and it can do a lot of damage and help you win switch when you need it, or at least soak up some damage because it's also bulky. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, but that's it guys. Until next time, this is Chill SFM reminding you to always keep pushing forward.